Hi, welcome to my first ever screencast. For my virtual PD, I'm going to talk about Google, and specifically the Doctopus add-on and the rubric grading portion of it's an extension from Google. Doctopus used to be called a script, now it's an add-on. So the first thing I want to show you is I did a couple things to get ready for this, which is what you would do for your when you're using Doctopus yourself. I created a folder under the assignment to hold the assignments, the Vietnam War video folder, and in that folder I put a rubric that I created through Google Spreadsheets and an assignment, a very short sample assignment. So before you start your Doctopus, you need to always start it with a clean new spreadsheet. And here's where you would manage your add-ons and get Doctopus. Click on it if it's there, or you type it in. But since I already did that, I'm just going to go to add-ons, launch the Doctopus. This sheet will hold my Doctopus spreadsheet, which will have all the students' names, emails, and assignments on there, and then you can go right to that to grade it. So the first thing I need to do is to select a roster, and I will show you how to build a new roster, which is actually quite easy. A lot of people use Google Forms to send out to the students, and I think that's a good idea in the beginning of the year. I'm going to build it right on the sheet. And I'm going to create a roster, and it'll automatically populate first name, last name, and email, which is the minimum that you need to have. I already copied a sample roster that I made. So I'm going to put that in, refresh. And the roster name will be Room 1, Vietnam War, because that's the assignment. Doctopus takes you through the prompts step by step, and if something messes up, you'll get a big error message, but then it'll take you right back where you were. So the first thing you want to do is, or the step 3 actually, is specify your sharing. You can share individual, all the same, which will give separate assignments, unique individual assignments for each student. They can differentiate based on a group, which is a good idea, and you can do project groups, and you can also do whole class, but then the whole class gets to edit that assignment. So I'm going to select individual, all the same. And then I'm going to choose the folder that's holding those templates, which is what they mean by assignments. Okay, I'm going to choose a different folder. And then I can select the template or file folder, which is the Vietnam War document that I made with a very simple assignment. That's over here actually. Should have showed you that earlier. Here's the Vietnam War rubric that I set up, which we'll get to later with Kubrick. Oops, where was I? Sorry. Okay, save and continue. On to step 5. So, I'm going to create a new folder which will give all the different, which I can specify how it's going to show up on the student's email when they get it, or on their drive rather, not their email. And I think I'm just going to keep it simple. And this has to be typed exactly. A lot of the demos showed them copying and pasting that in. Then it'll take me to run, copy, and share. I go through my settings, make sure that's the way I want it. And now it will populate the spreadsheet further and start sending out the assignment to all the students. It also puts in grade and written feedback, which will be changed further once you get the rubric in there. So now it's got the students under the link. It's got a unique name and their email, and it links right to it. And then you will actually see what's on the student's Google Drive. So I'm going to attach Kubrick now because I want to grade it. And I'm going to select the rubric that I already made. And right there. And I want to attach it to this assignment. And you'll see that I did already install and launch Kubrick by looking at the icon here in the upper right here. All right, I'm going to check one of the students here and grade them. Click on the Kubrick icon. It's looking for the rubric that you just attached, and it shows the rubric right in the screen, so you don't need any paper. You don't need to print out what the students have sent back to you. They're sending it back on the one spreadsheet. There's not a lot of emails to go through, so I'm going to put in the scores here just to show you, and it actually highlights it right on the rubric. Add a comment, and I can submit it and paste it right to the document that the student will get, and then email it to them, and the rubric will show up right on their assignment. It's got a feature here where you can just go to the next student to grade them, but I'm not going to show you that because it's the same thing. So here's what the student got back. It says this is their name with the assignment. It's got the rubric right here with the appropriate, or with the scores filled in right here, and it's also got it highlighted. So this is what they would get back. And then my comment may want to edit that. So that's Kubrick and Doctopus, and I think it will be very helpful in the classroom. Thank you.